LPT. How do you become street smart? How many people feel like they're not book smart but very street smart? It's like you just don't have that internal drive to study and sit countless hours, or don't feel that motivation to study. Ultimately, we all study in hopes to pursue higher education to get a good career in life. Meanwhile, so many people who are street smart go into business or entrepreneurship. But as young adults, how do you actually become street smart? Like, what are some must-learn things to do? Such as negotiation, talking with a firm attitude, being clever and having increased awareness of your surroundings, not getting fooled easily, learning to say no. That's a combination of observational and experience-based learning. Get punched in the nose a couple times, you learn to move your face when you think a fist might be coming. Get out and live. Try not to get overly caught up in the moment and take a look at the things happening around you. Put yourself in the shoes of the people you're watching. Experience is key. Someone can give you the Cliff Notes version, but you develop confidence and skill by living through adjacent to wild shit. Observe others. Familiarize yourself with your surroundings. And trust your gut. One time a guy was following me in a park and he was holding what I assumed was a knife in his jacket pocket. Rather than panic, I made sure I kept my distance. Started talking to him about random stuff to keep him distracted. And started walking towards a more public area. He kept trying to get closer and direct me to more isolated trails, but I maintained the small talk and my distance, and soon enough I made it to a busy area. After that, he had a surprised look on his face and simply turned around and left. Make some sketchy friends. Put your phone away. Keep your money secure and keep your eyes open and your mouth shut. To become street smart, actively observe and learn from your surroundings. Develop strong interpersonal and communication skills. Cultivate critical thinking and problem-solving abilities. And embrace a mindset of continuous learning and adaptability. Situational awareness. Experience and getting in good practice to walk in a certain manner. Not slow and looking round like a tourist, making sure not to have headphones or earphones in, to be more aware and not having a phone out to be snatched. You get to be able to know certain areas and certain people, and when you need to be more on guard. Not wearing jewelry or expensive things. After a while you can start to see people acting different than others. Waiting around streets and recognize when they are waiting to rob, scam people. IMO experience is a big factor to book smarts. I got myself a money clip with a $50 bill in it. So when a guy flashes a blade, I go, "You want my money? Go get it." Then I run the other direction. Street smarts. Think about why people do things. Why did he ask me that? What does he want? Get out of your comfort zone. Talk to people and reflect on their motivation and goals. Try to look for details. What is the person wearing? What does that tell me about that person? How should I act? Fuck around and find out. School of Hard Knocks. Look very closely to people's eyes and body language. And trust your instincts about their true intentions. Ask J.J. Bittenbinder. Situational awareness plus acceptance that people really are what they are and you can't logic it out of them. Yes, they can be that petty. Yes, they can be that short-sighted. Yes, they can be that hypocritical. Also, they can be that idealistic, that gentle, that kind. People are what they are, not what we wish them to be. They can be awful, awesome, and everything in between. Best to try to see them clear-eyed and make your decisions from there. Look both ways before crossing. It's all experience. You can't just try to learn it. You become street smart by being in the street. Double-edged sword though. If you dance with the devil, he doesn't do. Edit if you want a kinda safe crash course. Go to a couple RR meetings or go to the city and hang out at the bus station or a strip club. Honestly, it comes from other people. Break out of your circle. Talk to older people and listen to their stories. Break your routine and try to accomplish tasks through different means. For example, if it's nothing for you to eat outdoor multiple times a week, cut your budget in half or more and try to survive. This will give you insight to how others live and help you save money. But overall, street smarts are different from book smarts because it is gained in the streets or life experiences versus a book. That's all it takes. Go out and experience things outside of your normal bubble. Good old-fashioned hard knocks. Spending time outside. Interacting with lots of people and different environments. I grew up on the outskirts of Le and spent a lot of time walking from the time I was a little kid until now. Also did lots of traveling. This helps you understand different walks of life. The importance of awareness and teaches you to observe people and interact with them. You can then have the ability to read people. Recognize when you've crossed into a bad part of town or if someone is acting shady. I'd like to point out to all the people saying experience is required, that I have much greater amount of experience than the average person and would consider myself not at all street smart. I'm pretty solidly not street smart. Which is how I keep ending up in batshit crazy situations. Unfortunately, it comes with getting your butt whooped enough times you learn to avoid it. Whether it be a fist fight or just making enough mistakes that you learn from it. It comes from life experience and not really something you can pursue. Never accept an offer before asking questions. Don't reveal too much about yourself. Get to know the people around you. Observe others. Someone who is street smart is typically an intelligent but poorly educated person in the sense of traditional education. Put yourself in challenging situations. Live in places where you have no friends. Observe that people will abuse you if you are in a vulnerable situation. Listen to your gut in vulnerable situations. Practice saying no to people. The best advice I can give is to travel as much as possible. Experience different environments and cultures. Meet different people, etc. Making lots of errors when they're not crucial, e.g. early days, and learning from them. Spend time not in school. Hustle innocent or not so innocent people. Meet drug dealers and or criminals. That's literally all anyone means when they say street smart. Basically, you become street smart through life giving you a beating. It's a good thing to have. But getting it isn't worth it. Street smarts are basically everyone is trying to swindle me. Everyone wants to steal from me and my safety is up to me. Those mentalities help. But they aren't that great. I would bet a lot of people with street smarts wish they hadn't had to learn the lessons they did. You gotta go to the school of hard knocks. Get locked up and you'll learn how to act real quick. Hire Kevin Hart to train you. It's a trauma response. Always be aware of what is going on around you. 'Cause shit can hit the fan at any time.